Yeah, I don't want to do green screen tonight. I got too much junk to move around to want to do that tonight. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go. Where's my L? Oh yeah, we're gonna pop on. Yeah, we're not doing big announcement blasting tonight. But I did want to do one thing, though. I wanted to... Logi! Come on, Logi. Oh, did that just, like, magically zoom in on me or something? It's kind of weird. It shouldn't have magically, Ooh. Okay, well that's a little bit better. Alright. Why is there red on my forehead?
Just a flesh wound.
Yeah, I sustained battle damage today during work. Yeah, I sustained, right here, all the way up there, yeah. I sustained battle damage. I was walking around on some scaffold planking, and, yeah. You know the Three Stooges? You know the Three Stooges, Larry, Moe, and Curly? And, you know slapstick comedy in general, like we're talking the 1920s slapstick comedy? Black and white, Three Stooges style, yeah. I was walking on some scaffolding, and, let's say this is my scaffolding. I was walking on scaffolding. Normally, you have your, supports. We're going to talk engineering for a minute. Normally, you have your supports kind of like this. You have one here, and then one here, okay? So you have one like this and like that, okay? So you're supposed to kind of set these scaffolding planks in between these supports. Well, the problem was the scaffolding was like this, and the support was here. So I push down, pop, baps me. Right in the face. So yeah, here, hold up. I think we could find one pretty quick though. Let's see here. Scaffolding slapstick. Okay, we gotta have something with this. Okay, and let's see here. So that's kind of what happened. I fell through. Let's see here. Scaffolding slapstick. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to find it in any reasonable amount of time. That is love. Wow. WrestleMania. Wow. 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 Hey, Wacky, how you doing tonight? I'm a little tired. I'm not gonna lie. I had a wonderful 14-hour round trip today. So yeah, that was a little glorious. Okay, so.
Hello?
Hi. So I got through 15 episodes of The Rookie.
Why is this not working?
Why is what not working?
Oh, as if anything else can't go right.
Okay, we'll get rid of that one. Okay, so we gotta go back to here. And of course... Actually, no. Oh, we're gonna go to the House of the Fierce. But yeah, so wonderful 14-hour round trip today. Just glorious. And I don't...
Now I can hear you.
And
Wait, can you...
yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
And are you looking on stream? Do you see my my lovely new beauty mark?
Oh, I can see that.
I know. Isn't it glorious?
Wacky.
Yeah.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I mentioned this before, but I haven't watched the World Wrestling since like the mid-90s. So
I mean, it's been a whole lot more recent for me, but I'm just like, maybe I'll get back into it soon.
No, so what happened was I decided to try out my slapstick routine on a set of scaffolding in a pool today.
What? Why? Don't you know scaffolding has no sense of humor? It's not gonna work.
No. I wasn't trying to entertain the scaffolding. I was trying to say my do my slapstick routine for the benefit of others. Although literally nobody else saw me. Nobody else saw me literally fall through the scaffolding, have a gigantic, 2x12 board, fly up and totally crack me straight in the face. And then, so my foot falls through. The other side just goes boink and just like slaps me straight in the face. So now I'm sitting on the scaffolding. This plank is dead center on my face, and I'm just like, what happened? How did I wind up in this predicament? And I just feel this kind of wet ooze. I'm like, oh no, I'm totally bleeding, aren't I? And I'm just like, yep, I'm totally gushing blood. This is fantastic. All right. Time to...
So now, if I've watched enough of your streams, I think I know the appropriate response to this situation.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, pobrecito.
Oh, pobrecito. I was like that guy. Like this guy. This guy just flopping on the ground. I'm like,
Without the squeaky shoes?
Yeah, no squeaky shoes. So yeah, that was fun. And then
how
I
was
just
the actual drive.
Actual drive wasn't too bad. I going up, I didn't really encounter much rain at all. Just a little sprinkles here and there, but my gosh, coming back, oh, it was buckets.
Mm-hmm.
Torrential downpouring of buckets when I'm trying to go through the mountain areas. I'm just like, it sucked.
Yeah. Basically, Fuzzy, that's one of the fantastic things about wrestling, is you watch it for the theatrical presentation. I mean, that's all that's all that wrestling is it's theater.
It's soap opera without the guys in a random coma.
Well, sometimes. But because I mean, when I watch wrestling, it's because okay, yes, I go into it knowing that there is cheese, and I watch it because it's cheesy.
For me personally, I can't handle the cheese. There are certain cheese I'm able to handle, and then there's other ones I'm just like. I think it's the same reason I can't watch reality television. It's just I just look at this all and I'm just like, oh my gosh! Not only is this horrendously predictable, all of these people are absolutely fake. Now, it's like I honestly blame a lot of social issues of a certain member of my family squarely on the shoulders of The Bachelor. I think my sibling had massive issues with members of the opposite gender and holding a relationship for a long time, mainly because of her absolute obsession with shows like The Bachelor, OC. I don't know. Name your horrendously garbage late 2000s reality TV show, and this sibling watched it religiously.
Wait, the OC was a reality show?
No, it wasn't the OC. Orange Count. No, there was like one that was set in the OC.
Okay.
There was one of those shows that was set in Orange County. It wasn't. No. The OC. No, I don't think that one was.
Okay, I never
The Hill.
watched the OC. I never watched the OC, but the one thing I know about it is apparently one of the people in the show went on to become Jim Gordon in the TV show Gotham.
No, my siblings were insanely infatuated with the OC. I think.
Oh yeah.
Thankfully, that was out while I was on my mission, so I didn't have to suffer through that garbage. Oh, I can't handle those shows. I can't handle those kinds of dramas. I'm just like, this is all garbage. All these people are fake. The storyline is horrible. None of these people have any sense of a moral compass. No, I can't. No.
No. Okay, no. You want to know what one show I will recommend?
Oh no.
And I figured that you would take a distinct pleasure from it in a way that I never could.
Oh no.
How familiar are you with the show Jane the Virgin?
I know it exists.
I mean, it's basically a telenovela.
Isn't that the one where
In
like
English.
the gal, the chick is supposed to be like this wholesome girl, but she got knocked up or something like that?
Basically, what it is, it's yeah, very wholesome, very religious, very spiritual girl has her life planned out how she wants to, do everything and succeed at life, uh, business and family and everything. She's engaged to a cop, and you know, she finds out that apparently she gets accidentally artificially inseminated.
Mm-hmm.
And so therefore she is a pregnant yet still a virgin.
Right.
And just I mean it's literally a telenovela. Like from your South American countries that you are familiar with because they're all in Spanish and people from your mission and everything, it's it's so cheesy and it's good.
Greetings. Might I have one of your...
But
Wait,
I digress.
please. I only wanted a persimmon.
Yeah, I
think you'd be
couldn't.
able to- yeah, yeah,
Mm-mm.
I think you'd be able to appreciate it on a completely different level than what I could.
No. No, I can't. I cannot handle shows like that. There is a reason I cannot handle shows like that. Four letters and a number. MST3K. I cannot handle those shows because I have been indoctrinated from years and years of watching Mystery Science Theater 3000. I cannot watch them without either A, curling into a ball in my sock drawer and sucking my thumb because of the absolute bullcrap that is being force-fed through my ocular inputs, or number 2, I annoy everyone around me and my wife divorces me because I can't shut up making fun of the dumb thing.
Okay, but like, what if we sit down specifically just to make fun of it?
You know what? I tried that with Pokemon 2000 with friends of mine back in high school. I wound up sitting alone in the front effing row of the theater. That is a true story. I was all alone, and I had to suffer through that really bad Pokemon movie.
I'm sorry.
Like the first season of Pokemon wasn't bad. It was actually kind of fun and cool. And then Pokemon got weird. And then Shield came out, and Shield's not bad.
No, okay, no. In all seriousness, I can't remember if I've mentioned this to you, but one of the ideas
Thanks,
I
Fuzzy.
have for a story, if I were going to try to write a novel, is basically doing my interpretation of what Pokemon should be had it not jumped the shark. Now, keep in mind, I figure it jumped the shark mid-Generation 1.
Really? Mid-Generation 1? What point?
Magnemite?
She couldn't have survived.
The Magnet Pokemon?
Yeah.
Why?
How is that a cute little cuddly furry creature?
Magnemite was like 2 magnets.
Yeah, how does a creature like that even exist? How does it procreate? No.
AI? Because anime!
No.
Yeah, no.
Good people of
But
Namar,
anyway.
be at ease, I pray you. You have naught
But no,
to
when I
fear.
asked you how your drive was, I mean, obviously, yes, I was interested in regard to how the roads were and such, but what is your
My
take
lord,
on the
forgive me,
audiobook
but
I
what is
provided
that
to you?
monster doing here?
Oh,
They told us she was
main
dead.
dude's a douche. Although,
Yeah.
finally, in episode 15, he's finally realizing he's a douche. So he was
Oh, yeah.
trying to dismember his douchey ways and become a non-douche. And that is by distancing himself from the Islamist Republic religion, otherwise known as whatever the F religion they have in that book.
The Purist Nation.
Yes,
Yay!
the Purist Nation are Islamists. The fundamentalist Islamists that want to wage jihad on the entire world.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to get banned on Twitch, aren't I?
Don't say that right after I take a drink of Mountain Dew.
Oh, man.
I too was surprised
No, it's like
to learn
I
that
keep hearing. Do you want to know what tipped me off? Curry paste chicken and falafels. I'm like, okay, that's it. They are literally the Islamist incarnate.
Well, no, actually, from what I remember,
Demonetized. Nice.
More even than you, I would hazard.
is that
I have
demonetized
cut her
or
down. I
demonized?
have
No,
left her to
demonetized.
her fate.
It could be both.
It could be both.
But no, from what I remember, it's not just it's basically
But it would
a
seem that
merger,
Kami had
emerging
other
a
plans.
fusion of
By some
all
miracle,
fundamentalist
Lord Shingo Setsu was
religions.
spared when the keep collapsed.
Yeah, pretty
While
much.
Yotsu's
Pretty
was
much.
something
As far as I can
impossible.
tell, I mean, it has the most underpinnings of fundamentalist Islam of just wanting to dominate the entire universe and do it through force and dismemberment and killing everything. I'm like, yeah, and I thought Ring Around the Rosie was a little cray-cray. It's like literally. Okay, hold up. For those of you that have no idea what we're talking about, Will knew that I asked Will specifically. I asked Will specifically to give me a recommendation for an audiobook, and he gave me this recommendation for a book called The Rookie. It's about this star quarterback of this like D-League interplanetary league, and then he, for reasons, gets called up to the majors, so to speak. And it's all a lot about off-world politics, different alien races, kind of like Star Trek mixed with Mafia, mixed with FIFA. Except it's like actual Madden. But it's
gridiron football.
Yeah, gridiron football, but it's got the league stylings of the English Premier League. So, yeah. Or whatever that idiotic sport is called over in England. Or whatever their stupid, silly leagues are.
But no, I mean, that's actually one of the good things about the series is that, you know, he comes to realize the prejudices that he was raised with and learns how to move past them.
Well, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing I don't understand. I will say this is my one beef with the book, is how what's-his-face is written. Because in, like, the entire first part of the book where he's on the Holy World Football whatever league, he's saying how much he hates everything about the religion. He hates absolutely everything. He hates the people. He doesn't like the doctrines. He doesn't like that he can't drink, watch porn, all that crap. But yet he gets off the world. He goes, I am the Holy of Holies. I must only be holy. I cannot not be holy. I'm like, okay, which is it? Do you hate the religion or do you not hate the religion? It's like, pick one, buddy. Like I can understand the indoctrination thing. I get it. I get that part of it. But he was already showing so much leanings of wanting to sprint away from these teachings so hard and so fast. When he finally has the opportunity to do so, he runs back to it like Stockholm Syndrome.
Well, yeah, and I mean, that's it. It's the only thing he knows, and so breaking away from it is a bit harder than what he originally thought it would be.
Yeah,
it's not impossible, but it takes a little bit of work.
I feel like the way they set him up, they made it harder than it should have been.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the way they set him up when he was on the home world, it should have been easier for him to break off, but it's not. So it's kind of weird. Kind of weird for me. But anyway, other than that, oh, go ahead.
Well, no. What do you think of like the audio production of it, like with all the different alien voices and such?
I think it's pretty good, except I kind of have a hard time visualizing all of these different races. There's certain ones that I think I can visualize, but like the Denver chick and the other chick that are like I vision them like centaurs with like grasshopper legs or something. I'm just like, because then they talk about like translucent skin, and I'm just like, wait a minute, I missed something here. If people have made legit fan art of these alien races, I would like to see them so I can have a little bit of a better picture.
Sure.
But I mean, it's just interesting how the main character is just like, everyone's out to get me. Nobody wants to see me succeed. I am the greatest thing since sliced falafels. Yeah. So it's just like, come on, man. Don't you? I mean, I understand his bristled. Uh-oh. Hold up, Yotsuyo's having a panic attack here.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Everyone's like, what the crap?
You're sorry. And what? We're supposed to forgive you.
Uh-oh, she's gonna get kicked.
Here, there's no need to cry.
Someone's got a heart!
Can't you see how scared she is? How can you be scared of her? She's not the same.
There's a small part of me that's like, is she gonna get a knife to the chest?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Until such time as her memories return, this woman shall be known as Tsuyu and treated as a citizen of Doma. I
Doma.
will, however, see that she is watched at all times. Rest assured that there will be no more unannounced visits to the village. As your lord, I ask that you leave her fate in my hands and suffer her to live for now.
Dude, Lord Heian for president, man.
Yeah, no kidding.
Please, Issei.
Azami for vice president.
All right. I'll keep my peace. As long as you're happy, that's all that matters.
Okay, I just put a picture of a Sklorno, which is the race of alien that the wide receivers are. It's in the books channel of your Discord.
Got it. Steak. Oh, tofu pancakes. What did that pancake do to deserve that? Oh. That poor pancake. That poor
right?
It's like a friend of mine on Facebook. They posted hey, yeah, I just made this awesome chocolate chip banana bread. I was like, what did those poor chocolate chips deserve to be in that horrible bread? No, that's a crime against chocolate chips. No. Wait, you like banana bread?
Yeah.
Do you want to know what honestly is the biggest crime against any starch-like substance I have ever seen?
Carrot cake.
Zucchini brownies.
Wait, what? What?
I am dead serious. My wife's friend came over one day and she brought zucchini brownies. I'm like, nope. Zucchini brownies, no.
You don't like that color.
I don't like that color. Not a very good color.
Well, you have to understand, Fuzzy, I hate bananas and buttermelons and all things melon and bananas that have butter in them. I am absolutely zero vegetables in bread. I can have bread. I can have vegetables. No vegetables in bread or pastries or anything. No. Vegetables can be on top of bread, which is separated by layers of pasta sauce and cheese and hopefully a shizload of pepperoni. We can't have the vegetables and the bread be in contact during the baking process. There must be degrees of separation, at least 5 degrees from Canadian Kevin Bacon and or just anything. You cannot have vegetables baked into bread. I'm sorry. No. No. That cannot happen. All right. So we bailed Yotsuyo out of that one. Oh, don't worry, Fuzzy. My mom was very, very much so used. She was very used to my inability to enjoy regular foods. Oddly enough, I love cream spinach.
Oh my gosh.
Hi, Kane. How you doing, Kane?
Hi, Kane.
What did you turn into? You tuned into my absolute revulsion of vegetables mixed with starch-like products during the baking process. Yes, zucchini brownies is no, actually, wasn't banana bread. So it was chocolate chips. What was the thing before chocolate chips? We were talking about something.
Chocolate chip banana bread.
Right. No, I brought that up, but you brought up something else, and I can't remember what it was.
Alien races from the Rookie.
No. Oh, I saw tofu pancakes.
Tofu pancakes.
Tofu pancakes is what descended us into that wonderful spiral of madness.
Yeah. So I put a couple pictures in the book section of your Discord
Got it.
of a couple of the alien races. And oh my gosh, someone's done a 3D printing of... why would you try to 3D print that thing?
Because reasons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. But I so want to destroy people right now.
Why? You've been commiserating about something all night long.
So... you know I'm taking online classes.
Right.
Forgive us our late arrival.
And if
You
the
have our people
stars
aboard the-
align properly, I can graduate with my bachelor's at the end of July.
Exactly as
Mm-hmm.
agreed. We would leave you in no doubt as to the
Part
purity
of
our
getting those
intentions.
stars
I
aligned
dare
was
say it
submitting
the
a
selfsame
request to
spirit
have
of
an
cooperation
internship
which prompted you to bring Yotsuyu here today.
Indeed.
waived.
Before excluding her from the
The
exchange,
internship requirement
I thought
waived
it only
because,
fair
you know,
that
hey,
see her condition for
I've been in the
yourself.
workforce 20
Physically,
plus
she is
years.
in fine health,
Mm-hmm.
but her mind
Whatever it
is
is they think
unchanged.
that an internship is going to provide me, whatever they think an unpaid internship will provide me, that I would have to quit my paying job that is used to support my family.
Right.
You know, I requested to have that waived. I
So
got the
see.
response back tonight saying,
But
yeah,
all need not
no,
necessarily
we'd still
be
like you to
lost.
do an
In
internship.
anticipation of this tragic
Oh
turn
no,
of
that
events,
sucks.
I
And
take the liberty
so,
of inviting some special guests.
here, you know, you can do a remote internship. It's 20-hour per week commitment to do this internship during the semester.
Oh, good lord.
And, you know, it's just like, WTF? You expect me to quit my job and do this, and the only way I'm going to be able to do this and still graduate by the end of July, at the end of next semester, is if I search for, apply, get approved for an internship before the start of the semester on the 20th of April.
Mm-hmm.
Of all the people.
Because if I don't do that, then there's no way I'm going to be able to complete all the graduation requirements by the end of this coming semester. If I don't meet the graduation requirements, then that means that I move to the next catalog year at the university, and my graduation requirements change.
Oh. Oh.
which means I'll probably have additional classes that I'll need to take,
Mm-hmm.
and which will probably be during the fall semester of 2020, or I do the internship then, and then the winter semester, a complete year from now,
Right.
is when I can start working on those other requirements, whatever they may be, to be able to graduate. I thought I was almost done. and
Right.
nope.
Is there
Nope.
who are you not able to go up the chain any higher and appeal it?
Cause it's
No, I don't think so.
Oh. Really? I mean that does I mean so okay, so what's your major?
Business management.
It would seem my little surprise was not sufficient.
What are they specifically requesting that you take a internship with a specific type of company, or is it just like any company?
Any company. Except, it's like there is in theory the option to do an internship, and I say that in air quotes, at my existing job,
Mm-hmm.
if my existing job qualifies, which call centers, of which my job as a surveyor, survey interviewer, will qualify as a call center. Nope, doesn't qualify. So can't use my own job.
Right. I mean
So-
that kind of makes sense in terms of business management because you're
I'm just a poor schlub that can only get menial entry-level jobs, and I'll
Right.
never be able to get anything better than that unless I can get my degree. But I can't get my degree unless I get it.
I know. I understand the frustration, Will. I get it. I know you muted yourself. That's okay. That's okay. I get it. It's we're trying to apply logic and reason to this conversation, which I know sometimes I know we jest and poke fun at, but we gotta look at this analytically and see if we can maybe come up with a solution, because I mean this is
You
pretty
needn't
big.
dare
I
also,
mean,
Lord
I
Hill.
would
I merely did
think
what any loving son would do for his
that
family.
you
Lest
have
doubt,
to,
I am content to leave the acting viceroy in your care.
cause
Pray, treat her as you would any daughter.
One second.
of Dorma.
Cause like what happened with me in my online class was that I failed my final by 3 points, and that literally was the only thing between me and me getting my bachelor's. Literally failing the final by 3 points. Because if you fail the final, you fail the class. So I actually went to the I mean, in my experience, I called up, and not only that, I had only about a week and a half after I got my grade to remedy this situation, because I was getting married at the end of that week and a half, and if I didn't get it taken care of then, by the time I got back from my honeymoon, it would have been too late. I wouldn't have been able to take care of it.
Mhm.
But I wound up being like, okay, I need to speak to my professor. I need to, I tried to email my professor. 2-3 days went by. I then called the independent study. I was like, look, here's my situation. I have to talk to my professor. I need a number. I need something. Someone to talk to about this, because obviously going through the proper email channels isn't working. And they go, well, we can't give you her number, but let me talk to some people. We'll get back to you. They called me back within like 3 hours, and they said, oh, we talked to the teacher. They approved of what you did. Because I had talked to the teacher. I'm sorry. I am modifying the story because I remembered a key critical fact. So I did get in discussion with my teacher, and she said, hey, write a 2-page paper. I'll give you the 3 points. We'll call it good. You'll take whatever grade you get. I was like, I don't care what grade I get in this class. I just know I can't fail it. So I'll take
Do not grow too
I'll take
fond of
the
this place, dear sister.
I'll take
You will
the
come back to us ere
almost barely passing grade on the final. I just have to pass. Whatever. I don't care. And then she goes, okay, fine. Write this paper. I'll give you the 3 points. Send it back to her. Nothing for days. And then I explained it to Independent Study. I was like, I need her to look at this. She said she would approve it. Blah, blah, blah. They said, okay, we will get back to you. 3 hours later, hey, we approved it. You got an A- in the course. Congratulations. Have fun getting married. Good luck with the wedding. So, I mean, what level are you in terms of appealing this? Because I have to think, for a business management degree, you have been in relatively small businesses. Because that's mainly what business management is. It's mainly kind of working with small businesses. And like for instance, we have a guy that works with my parents. He's the business management guy. He takes care of the invoice.
I've never been in.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Well, anyway, while Will gets reconnected, like, we've had a guy who's our business manager. He takes care of invoicing and billing and the finances and, you know, all the business stuff.
Continue with the exchange as planned then.
Very good. The structure across
So-
the river should serve our needs. We shall await you there with the conscripts.
Because, I mean, I understand if technically you may not exactly have had internship with small businesses, but I would think that your over a decade of cumulative work experience amongst a spread of different companies should have to account for something. And by the way, no, I don't condone people getting hit with sofas. But as long as nobody actually got hit by the sofa, I don't really care. I totally didn't address that in chat. Just letting y'all know. Yeah.
Agreed. Until then, Ambassador.
Just you wait, Mr. Higgins. Just you wait. Oh, and we lost. That was a dirty trick. I was talking to Will. I'm sorry. Will's real situation took a little bit of precedence over the chat situation. I actually have been actively teaching my daughter, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never hurt me. So, therefore, here in chat, sticks and stones may break my bones, but couches thrown in chat can actually never hurt people because they're not actually legitimate couches. I don't know. All right, we got to get back to the Enclave. Legitimate couch. Kane, it's still in chat. It doesn't count. You will have to come behind me and bring another couch for my taqueria in order for it to legitimately count.
Gosetsu, are you awake?
Gosetsu.
My lord, come in, come in.
Forcefully shoves couch on his screen.
When Tsuyu returned, her eyes were red from weeping. She spoke not a word, simply sat and peeled some.
So of
She then
course
claimed
my
weariness and
my
retired
router
to her
decides to
chamber.
take.
You gotta love the timing. I'm like, oh no, did he like rage quit on me? Oh no.
No, apparently my router said, "Nope, you're getting a timeout."
Too much rage and saltiness for one stream, my friend.
Look,
It's got a
I
salto
mean,
meter on it.
look, you can't serve proper jerk bird unless there's at least a little bit of salt in the recipe.
Right? Right?
I know!
Dude, we're just making we're quality controlling the seasoning of our jerkbird tacos here. That's it. That's what we're doing. We are trying to ensure the quality of the salted jerkbird. Oh man.
But no, as far as
It was plain their presence caused her great distress.
appeals
but
process,
she
there is no
seemed
appeals
otherwise
process.
unaffected.
That's really weird. There has to be some sort of an appeals process. You have to I would honestly contact the independent study as a whole. I would pursue that because I think in your situation that should be waived. I can't imagine they're going to force you to do a 20-hour-a-week internship when you are the breadwinner for the family. I'm sorry.
No, but that's the thing. I'm not the breadwinner. Between my wife and I, my wife makes more.
But your
Because I
income is
can't
still necessary, though. Is your income necessary?
Yes.
There you go. You're co-breadwinners. There's not just one. There is multiple. Like in my house, both my wife and I, we gotta both pull paychecks or I'm boned. We're boned. The whole family's boned. So yes, I technically, in theory, well, yeah, I think now I technically make more than her. But I mean, she's the one that I'm on her healthcare. She's not on my healthcare because her company gets way freaking better healthcare than my company does because she's the multinational corporation. Heck of a lot better pool to pull out of. So it's like I can't imagine that for your degree they are going to force you to quit your job in order to be able to make that happen. And on top of the load of
Oh no, I don't need to quit my job. I just need to go ahead and do the 20-hour-a-week internship on top of my job, on top of the other 2 classes that I need to take to be able to graduate.
Right. I mean, I really think you need to call independent study. I think you need to call them straight up.
I have no idea what that is.
Well, aren't you doing it? You're doing BYU Idaho independent study, right?
No, I'm BYU Idaho online classes. I have no idea what.
Right. That's. Let me look into it after stream tonight. We'll chat. I know there is a overarching. So, are you talking with your professor explicitly, or who are you talking to about this?
What professor?
Oh,
I don't.
Who's the person that denied your appeal to have the internship requirement waived?
You want me to shout their name across your
No.
stream?
Title, a advisor, a counselor, a teacher, administrator. What level?
It says management faculty.
Okay, so that's faculty.
And the first words in their email says, "I am in charge of internships for the business management
Your
department."
was mistreated as a child, was she not?
Okay, so
It was a
now
cruel trick
now
to
that
leave her
is
like that, knowing
that
full
is
well.
that is pretty much a secretary that is over the internships for the business management department. So what I would recommend is you call the business management department and try and get the department head. Try and get because I know the head of the department of the civil engineering department almost personally. I know that if something like that were to happen, he would at least hear you out. And yes, I understand, not the same person, blah blah, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I would go over their heads and I would talk to the assistant dean or the dean. I would try everything to talk to one of those guys. Because I think one of those guys will listen, and I think that's at least worth pursuing before you resign yourself to the, oh my gosh, I totally have to screw over my entire schedule. And I think you would have to say, hey, look, with the job that I have, in order to do the internship, I don't know when I would be able to do the internship. I'd literally have to do it at night or something. Or, in order to be able to take care of all the other duties that I have in life.
Duty.
Right. So, definitely.
Sorry, trying to bring some levity into the conversation.
Oh, I know.
Because, yeah, we need it.
Yeah, levity. Yeah, my massive goose egg on my forehead.
Oh,
I get home tonight, my daughter goes, "What's that red thing on your head?" I'm like, "That's my boo-boo, sweetie." Does it hurt? No. Daddy's a bad A. These things don't hurt. Man, by the way, I did run 4 miles after I took that shot to the head. It was a pretty run, too. It was a really nice run.
Mm-hmm. Well, okay. And, of course, I got this email from
There
them
was one other detail of the meeting
basically
which caught my attention.
right as I was starting my shift for work tonight.
Oh.
And it's like... So I was trying to type out a response.
The Imperial.
Well, first I went and complained to various people so that my vitriol would not come out in my response email. And I figured, okay, as I was writing the response email...
Fuzzy, why what? Why did I run 4 miles after getting whacked in the face? Or I don't remember what comment I said that provoked the why. Okay, continue. Oh, hold up. I ran after getting...
scaffolding chasing him. Wouldn't you run from the scaffolding too?
No, I run because
I'm
awesome. No, because I was going to be sitting in a car for 5.5 hours. So sure I don't have a concussion. What do you think I am, a football player or something? Psh.
Wait. How far? So you got about halfway through the book?
I got through chapter 15 or section 15 out of 22. And no, Fuzzy,
okay.
No one made sure I had a concussion because I don't care. And this was I did the run about 45 minutes after I got whacked in the face. So if I had any serious concussion, no, I did not have someone check my head to make sure that I'm crazy because I know I'm crazy.
Did you get to the part with the chicken wing?
Main dude got his twig snapped in half.
Like a chicken wing.
I don't think I got to that part.
No. Okay. Oh, trust me, you'd recognize it.
Right. I know exactly what character you're talking about, but no, I didn't
Oh,
get
jeez,
to...
I can do that voice as well. Wow.
No, Fuzzy, I've hit myself in the face a couple times before. So my thing is if I can still walk around, I'm okay. I've been through severe physical pain and torture. By the way, Will, you'll appreciate this. So, one day at BYU, I got a test back in my differential equations class, and I got a 35 out on that test. Out of 100.
My lord, forgive me.
And
She's gone.
that was by far the lowest grade in the class. I was feeling horrible that day. Absolutely defeated. I was like, I am going to frackin' fail this class. I'm an idiot. I don't know what I'm doing. How am I going to get through this class? So when I hop in the pool, start swimming, I'm so pissed off at myself. Out of sheer frustration and anger, I push off on the wrong side of the lane and bam! Head-on collision with my buddy that during warm-up, my goggles, you remember the Swedish goggles? Do you know what Swedish goggles are, Will?
Those are the ones without the cushioning.
Yes. Yeah, the ones without the cushioning. Yeah. Yeah, I gashed right above his eye to the point where he needed stitches during warm-up. I just came through with a little bit of a headache, and he had a massive gash that required stitches. And I swam.
Ooh.
Yeah. I could arguably say that was the absolute worst day of my life in college. Not only did I massively fail a test, I probably had a concussion, and I caused my buddy to get stitches and be out of practice for like a week.
Yeah,
I
but
just
he
remember
probably has a pretty sweet scar that chicks could ask him, "How'd you get that scar?" And he
Chicks
could
dig
make
scars.
any story he wants.
No, but
Pardons my lord's
but so
eyesight and she'd fallen asleep.
so what happened was I just remember getting through that. I was just on the verge of sobbing like a tiny child all during practice. I'm like, this sucks. I'm a horrible person. I've knocked my friend out, and I suck at math, and I suck at college, and I don't know what I'm doing with my life. And then I just remember getting in the showers after practice. I'm just like, I want to go home. I want to go home. I ran. I just ran to the shower, I rinsed off, I got my clothes on, and I literally just ran home that day. And I locked myself in my room, and I'm like, everything sucks. I know everything sucks, yeah, I know everything sucks, whoa. I know everything sucks, yeah, and this is going to be the last time you hear me complain. I can't hit that high. Anyway. Sorry, real big fish moment. If you want to have some really fun I hate everything songs, Real Big Fish is a good place to check. Except language warning. Yeah. But what was kind of the icing on the cake on that story was I remember seeing my friend, and let's call him Kenny because his name was Kenny. I was like, dude, Kenny.
Oh my God, you killed Kenny.
You butthead. I was like, dude, Kenny, I am so sorry about what happened. And I explained, I was like, I failed because he's a mechanical engineer. So he knew exactly what course I was taking because he was right about that same point. And he goes, oh my gosh, I totally understand. But don't worry though. I actually now can study for my thermodynamics test that I really needed to study for. Now that I can't go to practice, I can actually study for my test. This is actually a really good thing for me, Farrell. You don't understand. I'm like, I almost knocked you out in a pool, and you're telling me this is fantastic?
Take the win. Take the win.
We're taking the win on that one.
She may simply have wandered outside. We will organize search parties.
All right. Thanks for hanging out, Fuzzy. Have a good night, ma'am.
Might I call upon your assistance?
Diffie Q, differential equations. It's horrible. All of it. It's devil math. Devil. No, seriously, from multivariable calculus onward, because the two highest degrees of math courses that I had to take were multivariable calculus and differential equations. Both of those courses made me cry on multiple occasions.
Now, okay, wait. Let me see if I understand. I mean, not that I would actually be able to understand them, but understand conceptually what they are. Differentiate. That one word with the D.
Differential equations
are basically you're taking two or more equations, comparing them, determining what is different about them. Yes. No.
Oh, if only. Someone got shanked. Uh-oh. Echo time. Okay, we're gonna hold that thought, Will. We got flashback. Doodaloo, 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 doodaloo. Oh, pobrecita. Bye, Fuzzy. I don't know if you're still in chat, but see you later.
If only I had remembered.
By the way, someone should clip that evil laugh. That's a good evil laugh.
I think I'm probably gonna have to.
Uh-oh, someone's gonna do seppuku.
He should hate me.
I think I'm probably gonna have to go back and watch this this stream,
But I will not.
just to see what happened when I disconnected.
Not
See
after
what
I
if
did to
see what reaction, if any, you had.
Oh. Yeah. Differential equations are H-Town, Will. Wacky agrees with me. They are horrible and evil and wrong and bad and badong.
Who's there?
Just time to do seppuku.
Oh, it's you. What are you doing out here in the dark?
Nothing. Just I suck
This
at
is the
cooking.
Enclave, is it? When the soldiers dragged us back to Doma, you were the last person I expected to see.
You're the bane of our existence, Yotsuyu. A font of misery. You couldn't even do us the simple courtesy of dying, could you? Oh, no. You had to live and taint us with the shame of your failure.
Cut the crap! Just tell me what your freaking problem is!
We had a perfect life in the capital, and now they're making us wallow in this muddy ruin like common swine. I don't deserve this.
Well, then go away. Just go away.
Now, dear, that'll do. There seems little point in berating the girl when she scarcely remembers her own name. Our time would be better spent contemplating how we're to survive this unhappy predicament. You've kept your looks at least. I suspect you'd fetch a handsome price with the right buyer. Maybe enough to get us to Kugani and start a new business.
So wait, the jerkface just left those two here? Uh-oh. Murderous rage has returned.
Ah, my beloved parents. No sooner do I wake from gentle slumber than the world returns in all its cruelty.
Uh-oh. Psycho Hosby hath returned.
This is how it always was.
No.
How it was meant to be.
I would be a little
Very
afraid.
well. If I cannot escape my nature, then I shall embrace it.
Uh-oh.
To the very depths I have sunk, my soul steeped in spite and rotten to the core. The self-righteous hide behind justice, but I need no such mask.
Uh-oh.
Father,
I would run.
was it not you who led me
No.
into this monster?
Why would you
Who taught me
run?
the truth
She's
of this
completely
miserable
safe.
world? For years I knew naught but the taste of pain and humiliation.
Yeah, that's right.
time has
She's
come
the
to save
teacher
my
on
vengeance
on
against
on
all my enemies.
Doki Doki Literature Club. Right. All those characters are sane, right?
I love that game.
I do need to play that game at some point.
How much do you know about the game?
I know enough about it to know that it is... Oh, yep. That's kind of what I thought was going to happen. Yep.
Well, we know that was going to happen to him. We just didn't know who was going to, yeah.
I hate Monica. It's like I know enough about it to know that, like I compare it to Undertale. I knew enough about Undertale to know that I wanted to do the pacifist route first and then the genocide route second. So
See, I don't know anything about Undertale.
Oh.
Okay, I mean, what I know about Undertale is that there is a game called Undertale. My knowledge pretty much ends there.
Ooh. Will, buddy.
Yes.
Will, buddy, dude, homie.
Uh-huh.
I recommend. I'm torn. Do we put a pause on Monkey Island 2 and have you play Undertale? Oh.
Wait, you mean another pause?
Oh, wait. You paused it to play Final Fantasy 3? So you posted about Final Fantasy 3 today. So why did you stream Final Fantasy 3? Are you putting another?
I have been wanting to stream the Final Fantasies that I have in sequence for I don't know how long.
Brother dearest.
And then all of a sudden you're like, play Monkey Island, play Monkey Island. And so I play Monkey Island. And then you're like, play Monkey Island 2. And I'm like,
I doubt
I don't play Monkey Island
about
2.
sending our parents
And then
to
there's
that
this
depths.
number puzzle, and I'm just like, no. Just no.
Oh, come on. That number puzzle was glorious, Will.
Yes.
I need to go through and clip stuff from that. Oh.
Oh
I need to share with you that specific clip here. We're gonna share it. We're gonna share it together on stream right now.
Oh no.
No. This isn't of you. This is of another streamer that I watched.
Your daughter?
No.
Does your audience here know? Did you guys catch that stream over the weekend?
I don't think they did.
For those people who regularly come to Farrell's stream, go ahead. He doesn't usually stream on Sundays, but there was a quick, like maybe 2-3 minute or so stream that he did, an impromptu stream from, it looked like his living room.
Yes, it was from my living room.
And it was basically
okay. Here.
Just go watch it at some point.
Here we go.
Okay, muting you or unmuting your stream.
Okay. Here we go.
Why is it 2? 2?
Okay, that's 1 right. 2 more. If this is 2, what's this? That's 2. If this is 5, what's
so
this?
It's 3. But this doesn't make any sense to me.
Okay. You must be a member of the Gamblers Club.
Why does that make sense? Can you explain that to
me? I wrote, because 90s puzzle logic.
What?
Sorry. I had a flashback there. What I meant was that I just joined.
Only supposed to look at his fingers on his hand. Right, but how did I never know that?
21 red.
21 red. Okay, great.
Hey, Qui-Gon, how you doing? So yeah, that was him. Oh, by the way, here, let's show that. We'll show that stream real quick. So this is a flashback to Sunday. Oh, wrong one. Okay, let's see here. No, not that one. Content, video producer. Okay. So, this is what we did on Sunday.
Okay, so we're here at dinner, and we had a puzzle that a certain someone was. There was a puzzle a certain friend of mine, Will, that was a little stuck on. This little girl solved it in like 5 minutes. 0 hints. Okay, do it for them. Okay, do it for the. Okay, so same thing. If this is doesn't matter. You choose.
If this is 20, what is this?
7. Yeah, that's right. All right. So I'm gonna do it. Okay. So if you would hold it. Okay. So now, if this is 2, what is this?
6.
This is 2. What is this?
6.
Good. If this is 13, what is this?
2.
If this is 10.
That was a notification on my phone, by the way.
3.
You see? She would have totally been able to get the Governor Marley's ticket. She would have worn the purple dress and she would have gone to the dance. I don't know what to tell you. All right.
I had to. Come on. You know I had to. All right, that's it. We're back to the game.
Your dagger yet drips with their blood, and you presume to judge me? To be frank, I didn't think you had the strength to slay them so cleanly.
He's Frank?
A single thrust each. I'm impressed. But surely you can't be satisfied with murdering a pair of doddering elders. You yearn for a deeper vengeance, and the power to see it through.
No, by the way, Will, okay, if you're
Yes.
frustrated with Monkey Island 2...
No, I mean, I enjoy the game. It's just like...
You just have to understand, 90s adventure games, some of the puzzles were brutal.
Please.
Like, for instance, there is another LucasArts game called Full Throttle. In the original game, there was a stone block wall with with over 100 individual stone blocks. You had to kick one block, and there were no hints. You literally had to find the right block out of over 100 possible blocks on the screen. Yeah, some games were pretty brutal in terms of their puzzles and what you had to do to figure out how to do the puzzles.
I mean, I am, no, trust me, I am enjoying
What happened here?
Monkey Island. It's just that I really just, Final Fantasy, I've been wanting to try to stream Final Fantasy, the series, as best I can, and I'm just like, the more time I spend on Monkey Island, the longer it's going to be before I get back to Final Fantasy.
He once was, he was willing to pay for it with his parents' lives.
But if you want me to play Undertale, I will try to play some Undertale.
We must gather the others.
Undertale is glorious. Just, yeah, because technically, no matter what you do, you get popped through the normal ending on the first round anyway. I would say just play Undertale however you want. Because technically you should do 3 separate playthroughs of Undertale. Technically.
How long is it?
I think blind, it took me less than 10 hours to beat.
Okay, and so if I'm expected to have 3 playthroughs, that's 30 hours.
Well, I mean,
maybe
I don't.
45.
I mean, I don't expect you to run through all 3 in a row. I mean, eventually you want to play the entirety of the game with 3 separate playthroughs. Because literally, the 3 different modes of play, well, because there's technically 3 routes, and I won't tell you which is which. There's a pacifist route, a normal route, and a genocide route. And the normal and pacifist routes are kind of similar in play styles.
Okay.
But the genocide route is a completely different game in terms of how you view events of the game. I mean, it is very different. Like, insanely different. So, it's at least worth doing 2 playthroughs. Because technically, your first playthrough, no matter what you do, unless you fulfill the requirements for a pure genocide route, which are very hard to do. You cannot do the genocide route unless you really, really want it. Like you have to really want to do the genocide route in order to set the flags for that route. It's not easy to do it. You can't accidentally fall into the genocide route, so to speak. But the normal route and the pacifist route, there's it's very easy to fall into the normal route. It's a little tougher to keep the pacifist route. But I would definitely say just play the game how you want to the first time around. And then if you really, really want to, I would YouTube the pacifist route. Accidental Genocide. Sounds like a good band name.
Hey. For some reason, I'm thinking that I should already know this. Have you played Mass Effect?
I own it, and I haven't played it yet.
Okay, so... And actually, I was just talking about the Shepard trilogy in general, but... So you only have Mass Effect 1?
No, I have the trilogy. I have it on...
Oh, okay.
I have it digitally. I just haven't played them yet.
Okay.
That's kind of one of those I'm wanting to stream, but it's like, it just feels like a major time commitment to it.
Oh, no, and it will be, because it's... There's kind of three different paths, I guess you could say, through Mass Effect, and whether or not it's different endings or whatever, it's questionable. But basically, there's, I mean, the biggest difference is it's not the ending of the trilogy at the end; it's your path there, and
right.
like ultimately, it's like the biggest difference is like in the second game, in regard to who survives.
Right. Yeah, I've heard that.
And so it's, depending on how you play, what choices you make, ultimately determine what, who lives or dies in that particular game.
Right.
But there's basically a Paragon route, which is basically making the good choices, if it were Star Wars, the light side choices, or a Renegade route, making the dark side choice.
Right.
And I've done a Paragon playthrough of one character that I carried over from Mass Effect 1 to 2 to 3. And one of these days, I've told myself that, no, I have to go do a Renegade playthrough, but I just haven't yet.
Yeah.
What I would really love to see them do is re-release the Shepard trilogy on like one unified game engine.
Right.
Because it's a different engine per iteration of the trilogy.
Right.
Which makes it rough.
Yeah, cause with Undertale, the way the game reacts to your character between the normal / pacifist and genocide routes, vastly different. And let's just say there are certain things that happen on the genocide route that are darn near game breaking. Like it's such a difficulty spike. Like there are certain because the whole idea of Undertale is it's kind of a JRPG. Cuz you kind of have turn-based battles. But then your turn-based battles have okay, hold up. All right, we got to go over there. So, your turn-based battles also have bullet hell aspects to them. And because you have like a standard inventory system of weapons, armor, healing items, but the game doesn't take itself very seriously, and it's kind of like honestly, it's like Earthbound. Have you played Earthbound?
No.
Okay, Earthbound is one of the most popular JRPGs on the Super Nintendo, mainly because it's so quirky and doesn't take itself very seriously at all.
And here I thought it was popular because it was so hard to find.
Well, yeah, that too, because they had like literally the worst marketing campaign ever. And it also came out like really close to another really popular JRPG. I can't remember which one off the top of my head. But its original sales were horrible, but as more people started playing the game, it became a massive cult hit. I love Earthbound, although I haven't played the full game since high school, and I now technically own it on 2 different systems.
Well, if I remember correctly, isn't it part of a trilogy that the other parts were only ever released in Japan?
Yes. Yes. Mother 1, because it's a part of what's called the Mother series. Mother 1, the first Mother was released on the Nintendo Entertainment System. And then Earthbound, which is Mother 2, got released in the United States, but because Mother 2 didn't do so well, Mother 3, which was also on the Super Nintendo, did not get a release in the United States, but it was ported to the Game Boy Advance, I think. And that face is darn near weird. That's creepy. Why did you do that, Wacky? Why? Anyway, so then they actually were making an Earthbound 64, but that project got canned, which was very sad because the Nintendo 64 had a really, really piss-poor showing of JRPGs. So it was not cool, which was really sad because all we had Quest 64, we had let me think, we had
wasn't Final Fantasy Mystic Quest on the 64?
No, Super Nintendo. No Final Fantasies made it to the Nintendo 64. None of them. And then we also had. I'm just looking at my JRPG at my N64 collection because they had Ogre Battle 64, Persons of Lordly Caliber, which was really good, and I'm still pissed I don't have that. Hey Camaro, how you doing? And there was like one more JRPG that made it on the N64. But, like, the Nintendo 64 was, like, the absolute worst for JRPGs of all the mainline systems. It was bad.
Wasn't the 64... Didn't that have Super Mario RPG? Or was that also back on the...
Also Super Nintendo.
Dang it.
Which Super Mario RPG is fantastic. I love that game. No, the Super Nintendo had all the good stuff. Nintendo 64, well, because the problem was Squaresoft went to Sony at that point. They went to... Yeah. That's when they made the big jump to Sony. So, like,
that's
nothing...
That's when 7 came out, so...
Yep. Yeah, because they didn't even release... They didn't release 5. They didn't release 5 on the Super Nintendo. They only released 4 and 6. And Mystic Quest. But then we also got Secret of Mana, Secret of Evermore, but we didn't get Secret of Mana 3. We didn't get... There's a lot of crap we didn't get. Which I don't understand why, because, I mean, Final Fantasy IV sold like hotcakes, and so did Secret of Mana, so I really don't understand why they didn't bother with 5. I think they were thinking, oh crap, what do we do? What do we do number-wise?
Yeah, which is why... Well, because what was it? When they released Dragon Quest over here, it was Dragon Warrior, not Dragon Quest. And then...
I think that was an actual, like, straight-up copyright issue. I think they legitimately had a copyright issue with something else that was called Dragon Quest at the time.
Really?
I think so. If I remember correctly, that's why they switched it to Dragon Warrior.
Huh.
Yeah, I have my Nintendo 64 right above my my monitor that has the Final Fantasy playing on it.
Oh, hey, buddy. Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I'm just taking advantage of my... I'm sorry if I'm quiet right now. I'm taking advantage of the wireless capabilities of my headset, and I'm not sitting in front of my computer.
No, that's fine. I was mimicking this guy, purple-haired dude. He just looked like.
Yosetsu's brother.
Yes. No.
Crazy face.
No, not crazy face. No, this is Tensui. Amigo of Tensui, or was that Tensui? Yeah, Tensui and Rasho, from the Confederacy.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, the Nintendo 64 came out when I was in the 7th grade, and I acquired it in the 8th grade after swimming a junior Olympic time in the 100 backstroke.
I remember that the 64 was actually the first system I bought with my own money rather than my parents buying the family a game system.
Mm-hmm.
And I specifically got it for... Well, I remember when I got it, I was just like, man, I'm going to buy this. I'm going to have it ready for when Metroid comes out.
Sucks to be you.
well, because that was one of the titles that I figured, okay, I'm definitely going to get Metroid, but then I'm definitely getting Ocarina of Time.
Right.
Which I did.
Yeah, I got, the first games I got were Mario Kart and Bomberman 64, which Bomberman 64 literally has the most underrated multiplayer gameplay on the Nintendo 64. It is insanely fun. Insanely good.
Okay, that is... So wait, is it better than GoldenEye?
Well, there is a caveat to it, though. There is a caveat to it being insanely good. You have to have friends that know what they're doing. If you have friends that know what they're doing... Where is this darn ship? Oh, it's all the way the frick up here. If you have friends that know what they're doing and you're all playing it with each other, oh my gosh, it is way good fun. I mean, GoldenEye 64 is one of the go-to. GoldenEye, although I will openly state I liked Perfect Dark more than GoldenEye. I did like Perfect Dark more than GoldenEye. I will say that, and I will die on that sword. Although, what is a ton of fun, if you want to have a good time with your Nintendo 64 and you still have Perfect Dark, throw on a battle simulator with the maximum amount of simulator bots on the lowest difficulty and give them all rocket launchers. If you want to see the Nintendo 64's frame rate get brought to its knees, oh yeah, that's a good time. I think I probably brought that frame rate to maybe 5 frames per second. Oh yeah. That was a good time. But yeah, I also just liked playing Bomberman 64. I mean, Bomberman Hero was a ton of fun too. Bomberman Hero had a kickin' soundtrack, and I still claim Tetris 64 is my absolute favorite version of Tetris outside of the new Tetris for single player. Because I remember watching a video about all the different versions of Tetris, and they were like, yeah, Tetris Worlds is like one of the best ones. I'm like, Tetris Worlds? Ugh. Hide-light? Virtual hide-light. Oh, man. Virtual hide-light. We don't talk about that game here. But yeah, Tetris 64 was like my jam of Tetris. Oh my gosh. I loved it. Because that's when they introduced the square Tetris mechanic. That's where if you put pieces together to form a 5x5 square, if you use different pieces, it turns silver. If you use the same pieces, it turned gold. And then, and then if you broke those, every piece of a silver you broke was an additional 10 lines, and I think it was 5 for silver and then 10 for gold. So you can just rack up the lines like crazy. And it had such a good soundtrack, and the play style was just so good. And that's also when they first really introduced the hold function for Tetris pieces.
Now, here's a question I have for you.
Okay.
Old school original Tetris on the Nintendo. Tengen or Nintendo?
Tengen or Nintendo? I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what that means.
Which version of Tetris did you play?
Game Boy. Originally, it was on Game Boy. And that was like at doctor's offices and friends' houses and stuff.
It was on the Nintendo Entertainment System.
No, I know Tetris was on the original Nintendo system, but I never played it on the original Nintendo system.
I always had my systems like so far out of date that the NES was my first system I played it on.
Hi, Satan. How you doing?
Doing all right.
Good.
Trying to survive this quarantine and having to play teacher.
Yeah, my wife had a hard time today too. She was like, my older one wouldn't study, and then my younger one won't take a nap, and I was like, I was on the road for 14 hours today.
Yeah.
But I will openly admit that did also involve a 4-mile run. But that was only about 40 minutes. 36, I think, to be exact.
Yeah, my kids, they've obviously, because they're different grades, they've got different stuff, but they've also got different kind of things that they're doing too, just because the oldest does have his custom modified curriculum.
Mm-hmm.
Because of his learning needs and stuff.
Right.
So we start them doing like their kind of more tedious kind of work first off the thing, because like that's when they need more of our guidance for. But then because of through their schools, they get access to a couple websites, like because the school provides them with the login to a couple of websites that are more kind of like fun and game type learning. So I was amazed today. Like normally my youngest, yes, he wants to keep learning because he loves his math and he loves learning his schoolwork and everything. He's my education kid.
Mm-hmm.
The oldest normally wants to get off and get back to like something fun as soon as possible, like whether it's TV watching or games or whatever. Today though, they both wanted to keep playing like these games, like but like I said, they're educational games.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I mean, if you guys both want to keep working, I'm not gonna stop you. I'd be foolish to say no to them learning.
Yeah, it's like my oldest daughter is a readaholic. So she just reads and reads and reads, and my wife is like, I should make her do her other stuff, but at least she's just reading all day.
That's like my youngest with his math. He loves his math. But there actually is a site that they have access to that is like reading. Basically, from what I understand, from the way I'm gathering this site is, they pick a story, they get it read to them. Then they have the then there's another spot, part where they click. It's the same story, but then they can actually read it themselves. Then they click a third and actually answer questions based on it.
Right.
And obviously, like, because it's through their school, because their school provides like the logins for this, it's actually geared to their kind of age and reading level, kind of a thing.
Right.
And it is the same with the math site too. Like everything that they get through like that's login through like the school is providing, it's geared to them. Which is great because like I can put them both on the same site and they're both getting like the appropriate content for them, and I don't have to figure out how to navigate the site like, okay, which section do I have to go to for you? Which section do I have to go to for you? It's just it gears itself.
Right. Okay, looks like we're getting into another big cutscene here. So, as far as I can tell, we are going to do this cutscene, and then we are going to be calling it for the night. While we're waiting for this cutscene to go, just giving you an update. So tomorrow morning I will...
Oh.
Yes.
If this is where I think it is, it's a good place to stop.
Okay.
After the cutscene.
Yeah, so...
I think you're about to unlock a trial.
That's kind of what I'm figuring.
Yes. I'm pretty sure I know. Yep.
Forgive my curiosity, Ambassador.
Anyway, you were saying?
Is there a purpose?
So, I'm not going to wake up tomorrow morning for my Zwift stream. So, I will probably do a workout stream tomorrow afternoon. If I do one. But definitely we'll be back tomorrow night for a stream tomorrow night.
The supply crates. They are filled with materials we hoped might be of use in Dorma's restoration.
How very generous. I confess
I
I
don't know
had
if
not
this
expected
is
such
exactly where
Welcome
he's
now
at,
it
but I'm
is.
pretty sure he's at the trial of the fans.
But then I was also surprised by the news that one of our captives had
Or is that
delivered
later?
herself into your custody ahead of time. A minor discrepancy I shall overlook in the spirit of the occasion.
Yeah. Sun, moon, fans, same trial.
Uh-oh.
Yotsuyu.
Orphan of the Naori, widow of Sashihai, and acting viceroy of Dorma. You and your people are mine to govern, mine to punish.
And she was such a sweetheart about 10 minutes ago.
Well, well. It would seem your shattered mind is mended. As per our agreement with the ambassador,
Wow,
you are free
Undertale
to
did
return
not take
with
very
him
long
to the Empire.
to download and install.
Oh, no, it's a small game file. It's not that big of a game.
Your authority.
I will say, Will, if you want to have an immediate jump in your viewership, just say when you're streaming Undertale, say you're doing a blind playthrough.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. I don't know if the Undertale community is as rabid as when I played it, but my gosh, I was getting... Let's just say, if you play Undertale long enough, that game itself could get you to affiliate. Just without question.
Mm-hmm.
If the community's the same as it was when I was playing it, which was 2 years ago, I think.
My position is not for you to decide.
I think I'm fairly close to affiliate as it is.
You might be.
All who resist the rule
It's just 3 concurrents. That's the hurdle for affiliate, really.
Such was the order given to me by Lord Zeus
Let me see here. I'm curious now.
I will reign here in this putrid, pestilential pestilent swamp until the last of you has been broken.
I think you're already broken, ma'am.
This land shall know no
You know
dawn.
that one though
spew
that
forth
Glitch and I were
darkness
talking
and
about
drown all in
the other day?
eternal night. And high above you I shall shine.
Feral,
What?
you know the trial that Glitch and I were talking about the other day?
Not off the top of my head, no.
Well, how we mentioned fan blades and sun moon kind of things, whatever.
Sure?
This is the trial that's coming up that you're about to unlock here that we were talking about.
Oh, this can't be good. And she's lifting into the air. That's definitely not a good sign, people. People, this is when you run, get your weapons, and start beating anything larger than you.
Oh, wait. Remember, the Warrior of Light's there. What's
Right.
the one thing we know about the Warrior of Light?
She's good at killing stuff.
There you go.
Black hole moon, won't you come and wash away the rain?
The pain.
Black hole moon, won't you come?
Come. Won't you
I can only do that voice for so long. I can't do that indefinitely.
You know it's actually Black Hole's song.
Oh no, I know. Trust me.
Yes, we know.
Okay.
Don't make that mistake and sing that one karaoke unless you know how long that song is.
Oh, I
The
do.
first time I saw that song's music video, it freaked me out so much.
I've done it on the
We better get out of here, guys.
video games.
Has called forth an icon in direct violation of our primary agreement. The negotiations have failed. Abandon the captives and make preparations to withdraw.
Uh-oh.
But Ambassador.
Disobey Pirates, and you disobey. Make preparations to withdraw.
No, fix the
As you command.
No, she's the Viceroy. She's not a citizen of Doma.
No, she's a Doman. She was born and grew up there.
My lord, you must fall back.
You ask me to run?
Leave this to me.
Against such a foe, I would be more hindrance than help.
Bah.
The field is yours.
It's a pain in the rear, though, Iron, especially when you're first going into it and learning it, which Feral will be doing, although not tonight.
Yeah, we'll do it tomorrow.
I knew you would not flee. I see now. But I am become Tsukuyomi, goddess of the moon and divinity of night. I shall plunge all I despise into darkness. Come, let us cast the stalks and look upon the fate of Doma.
You know, even with 2 max level characters, unfortunately neither of which is on Feral's server, I've never done the EX of it.
All right, updated with a new regular duty. All right. All right, that is it for me tonight. Okay. So, yeah. All right. Well, that's it. Oh, what did I do? I hit the wrong button. There you go. That's it. So, thank you all so much for tuning in. Let's bring that down there a little bit. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Yeah, this lovely number is going to be here for the next couple of weeks. So unfortunately, you're just gonna have to get used to it. By the way, Satan, I had a scaffold plank smack me square in the face today. That's why I have this.
Oh, ouch. I did notice it. I wasn't going to say anything.
Yeah, I was on scaffolding measuring. I was on scaffolding measuring a pool. I stepped on a plank and it just went and just smacked me square in the face. I was turning my head when it happened, so I wasn't able to. I would have blocked it with my hand somehow, you know, or I would have held onto the side. But I was turning my head as I stepped on it, and then it just bam.
So you basically became one of those stereotypical cartoons that you step on a loose thing and you whap up in the face.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, I do have one question for you in regard to this.
Mm-hmm.
Was there at least a seagull on the plank, and by stepping on it, you were able to get the red herring?
No, unfortunately, no. Thankfully, I didn't break anything. Because I was holding a piece of equipment that I literally, unfortunately, cannot acquire anymore. A certain distance meter that my dad loves to use, and if I would have broken it, that would have been bad. So I got lucky with just getting whacked straight in the face. So mainly because of this, I'm not waking up tomorrow morning, so I'm just going to take tomorrow morning off. Like I said before, I might do a Zwift stream tomorrow. It depends on how my kids behave. So we'll be back with the trial tomorrow night. And, as far as I can tell, that's it. Well, thank you all so much for tuning in. Hope you have a great evening. See you tomorrow. And good night, Isaiah Norris.
Wherever
you are.
See y'all later. Good night, everyone. Good night.